Hello there, Sir from 17 once again, bringing you a quick demolition on Drive-In, a map that is probably my most hated yet most loved conflicted relationship ever on this game, because sometimes I'll have fantastic matches, other times I'll want to, swing by a fucking noose because I get so frustrated, and it all depends on the caliber players that you're playing against. And as usual, Call of Duty is one of those random hands that if it was a game of poker, you would probably end up winning and then losing everything you had in the space of 2 games, because you can never quite predict when you're going to have a fantastic match or when you're going to have a bad match. And regardless of all the commentators on YouTube that seem to think they never go negative, everybody goes negative on this game, because with lag, with unpredictability, with cheesy fucking assholes, it's just an inevitability that you just can't seem to avoid, regardless of skill level, connection, and ego. So, straight away there's a plant off on B, and it's one of those things where we've got to, defend that shit and hopefully get it going. It is probably easily the quickest bomb to get on Drive-In, purely because there's not that much cover, and if you can get those like burger bars and all those overlooking buildings secured, they'll have a hell of a lot of trouble getting you out of that section, because you both spawn at pretty much an equal distance from it, so it's kind of that big pull to see who can get there first and secure it. And obviously the middle area is a death trap, and right there, goodness me, that is bad from that is bad performance. I expected him to have run away further, but he did the dumb bastard thing and actually just turned around and stayed there, and got the better of me, because my anticipation ended up being my greatest downfall. But I'm rocking a warlorded out commando with a suppressor and a dual mags, and the main motivation for throwing the warlord perk on this is because when I run the suppressor with the commando, I always run out of ammo before I die. For some reason, throwing a suppressor on a gun in Black Ops is easily one of the best ways to improve your performance, because not being on the map is massive. That is why Ghost is so prevalent, that is why Ghost is so widely despised in the community, and widely used by every douchebag that, wants to run around and ruin people's day. And I've kind of got to that point where I don't really care about Ghost anymore, because I've just learnt to accept it. It's not quite, the same measure of Modern Warfare 2, where everything in that game is a giant cock in the mouth every 30 seconds, but it's enough for me to think, why the fuck did they put it there when there was nothing, realistically, in its way to stopping people from using it and abusing it, and that's exactly what has happened. But, back on topic anyhow, I'm at this bomb site here. We're defending it, obviously, so I'm taking up a bit of a defensive stance. I see that guy running towards the bomb, and I can't get on target with this commando for some reason. I'm probably just having one of those bad days. I come over here towards that car, but you've got to be careful, because the cars will get you killed. If you're wearing flak jacket, you don't have to worry, but right now I'm not too sure what I'm packing. Even though flak jacket is pretty much my most recent, fetish on this game, it is the workhorse that keeps me alive, and I'm definitely wearing it, or that would have killed me. I somehow picked that guy up. I probably shouldn't have won that gunfight. It gets me the Blackbird. I cruise back towards A, which they have got a plant on, and we need to get that shit done. And as you can see, my entire team's pushing forward because we know exactly where they are, thanks to the Blackbird. And it's just one of those things where we've got to keep pushing forward, keep making sure that it doesn't go through. I'm throwing a couple of grenades off the spawn. We've already got the disarm. It's all in the bag from here. I cruise back over towards B. There's one guy there. There's 2 guys behind him moving through the diner, who I try and cut off now. He's coming over there. He's waiting it out though, and I managed to clean him up as he does poke his face through. But there's a bunch of them running through this area. I pre-fire the corner, clean him up to get the UAV. I stack it with the Blackbird because it's still being useful in the air. Another guy comes through and feeds me an easy kill. I'm trying to mix up where I'm supposed to attack from, so I move into the room, throw a claymore down for the more overzealous members of their team. I see that guy over there. I pick him off because I'm on a pretty damn good connection this game, which is always sexy to see, because Black Ops is one of the funnest and best games ever made when you're on a solid connection. When you're on a bad connection, it is worse than playing fucking Ninja Gaiden on Master Ninja when you do not have the skills to overcome your enemies. And if anybody knows or has experienced what I just mentioned, you will know that that is as fun as pulling teeth. So, right now I've moved back into the toilets to secure the centre part of this map. I hate running through the no man's land section, but I know because of the UAV I do have some cover, because they're all flanking up past that left hand side where there's all the grass and the hills, and that they can lead through this lovely trailer just in here, this caravan, whatever the hell it is. There's a guy running through it doing a Rambo with a spaz, so I'll leave him to his own distraction, pick up a guy running through the back of our spawn, slam a fresh clip into my gun. We're running out of time because it's pretty much the end, and we've got this strapped down as best you possibly can on driving, and the enemy team are just not being aggressive enough or moving as a team. As you'll notice, they've just put off a plant on B, sorry. I'm currently sweeping through the spawn to try and cut anybody off, and this guy, I think, was the only member of the opponent team that just every time I got on target with him, he would beat me. And I think a lot of it is connection, because I think I fired first on that, I was on target, and I just died. And you're going to meet those people that you can't seem to kill, and they seem to kill you every time, and it doesn't necessarily mean that they're better than you, it just means that all the factors that go into, you know, culminating the bullshit that is Black Ops are not in your favour. But I clean up another guy running from the spawn. The Spaz guy's getting a bit hectic in there, running through the diner area. I'm coming up, using this bin as cover and this window. This is a really, really good spot to try and trap the spawn and stop them from getting through. But there's the victory, 24-3. You take care now.